Yeah. Oh my gosh. So I recorded Orlando Brown reading. It was like an hour long. I keep forgetting to make sure that my Bluetooth is turned off. So I'm recording and my Bluetooth is picking it up, but it's muffled, right? So, well, I'm gonna try to tell y'all everything that I remember, and I will do a part two. So go ahead and put in the comments if you're interested what questions you want to ask. Okay, so first question I asked was how reliable is Orlando Brown when it comes to the things that he speaks about, like his accuracy and what he's saying that he's witnessed or he claims to know when it comes to the industry, allegedly, of course. Um, and it came out the Knight of Cups, which at first you'll be like, okay, maybe a little sus, maybe not that reliable, but maybe something. Then it was the Nine of Cups. What else? A few other very positive cards and the victory card. And as I clarified those, it pretty much built on, you know, based off of his demeanor, the way he comes off, maybe, people will perceive that, I don't know if that's true or not, that he's on drugs or alcohol and that he might have some type of mental disability. So, we've always say that the industry uses your strengths and your weaknesses against you. The things that you love, the people that you love, the things that you depend on. Um, Again, whether that be drinking, drugs, relationships, intimacy, sex, etc. They will use that against you in some way, shape, or form, whether they twist it to meet their narrative. But if you just leave up any little space of doubt, then there could be assumption, right? So people assume things based off of your previous history, the way that it's been presented to them, etc. Right? So people would think that Orlando's crazy, right? But it's showing me that Orlando is a good source to what he says, okay? And also, it could be a little bit of, mental imbalance, but nobody's perfect, and who does it? I'll be very surprised in this day and age if everybody's mental health is in perfect condition. Okay. So I asked also, where did this start? His demeanor. How did this happen? What makes him the way he is? What has he seen? What has he been through? Right. It was giving me this very deep story, and it was showing it to me in multiple ways, and they all, I believe, relate. So it gave me the Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and a few other cards. And then at the end, it was the King of Cups, so a couple. So I would assume that's mom and dad. To clarify that Queen of Cups, it was the Page of Pentacle. No, was it? I think so, yeah. And so that was making me feel like the way he's seen relationships. So I don't know if his parents were together, if they were separated, if he spent time with both parents, because it made me feel like he was in the middle. He felt very proud about him being able to provide stability within his family, whether they were single family home or single parent home or both parents. He felt, and it even confused him maybe, or gave him some sense of power, just being very prideful and happy about that, in an innocent type of way, but very confusing being the position that he was in financially. Um, so showing me the way he's seeing relationships between men and women sexually, based off of contradictions that he's seen possibly in work to how the relationships should quote unquote be. Okay, I'm reading the cards. This is just how I am interpreted them for this particular situation. Okay. Um, then it was telling me about somebody putting something in his drink. Going along clarifying that it was showing me allegedly that possibly drugged and taken advantage of, but also someone saying, um, whether this was physically saying, verbally saying, or just insinuating it by their actions and manipulation that this is how you get experience. It kept on wanting to say experience, but it was coming up very inappropriate, right? At a young age with somebody older, it came up as the emperor as well, clarifying that King of Pentacles. So, and it came up Eight of Pentacles as well. So then it was other energy there. I can't remember what other cards, but like I said, a few other positive cards, and then it was the King of Cups. So again, I don't know if he felt like he was in the middle. And then the main thing it was showing me that the way they were positioned, the King and Queen of Pentacles, right, both at opposite ends, they were looking away from everything that was going on in the middle. It made me feel like he feels like this is how I'm perceiving this. It's all alleged that he feels like they looked away, whether that's one or both of them, that they were not looking at what was going on. Ten of Pentacles, okay, allegedly. He feels like he was sold out in some way, shape, or form for money. So people turned the eye. Four of Cups was there as well. So let me think of anything else about that story that I'm not remembering. 1 second. Um, let's see. But yeah, it was showing me also like it could be some type of distance between him and him and his family or parents, one or the other or both. Who knows? So I have to do some research there. So also we was talking about the situation that just happened where Orlando, where he was arrested. Now I was asking because I remember seeing that he possibly was had a job, a new role possibly that he maybe lost. Okay, I seen that too. He could be talking about that. I see him also doing some interviews and or speaking about what he believes was the reason behind why he was arrested. It's like this setup energy. I was also seeing this Empress energy. So it could be some other woman, or it could be the woman that was, he was with. Someone using what they know about you against you. So your weaknesses, your status, your money, what people perceive of you, using that against you. Now, I remember also a little quick clip. So I don't know if it was any video before that or any context clues around what was going on, but I seen him saying something about somebody doing something to his daughter. Now, it showed me a lot with this. It was saying I couldn't make out for certain if this is something he thought he was seeing or something that actually happened. I was not getting that he was lying or that he was confused. So he could just believe that's what he was seeing. I'm not saying he's lying. I'm just trying to understand what I was seeing. But I feel like he was being honest. So at the very least, he thinks that's what he's seeing. But it also gave me this angle of I suspect some shit about you. And so I'm setting you up, so to speak, or I'm waiting to see what you do because I want you to prove me right or wrong because I suspect this about you. So it's like this little setup. But also, I don't know if he was accusing, because I literally just only heard him say, like, you did something to I'm not going to let you do something to my kid or whatever. And the person, was pretty much saying, like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, allegedly. So it was like, also, I don't know if the female was defending this person or he seen the female and this person with the child and thought he seen something or did see something. So I'm not sure the circumstances about this. I'm gonna have to go look at that too. But that's kind of the energy I was getting with that. So he could be talking about what happened with him while he was locked up, or he could be saying, because, and also it was this waiting energy because I asked what we could see next from him. It was very straightforward. It was Three of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. And so I felt like he was waiting for something. To clarify that, we did have the Knight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles. I can't remember what else. And for the Wheel of Fortune, it was one card. I can't remember what it was. But it just kept making me feel like he was waiting to see what was going to happen. So he could be worried about his money as well, because like I said, the Ten of Pentacles came there. He could be waiting for some money or some stability. It could be something with family, but he could be wondering, but it's just waiting. Like, what are they going to do to me? That's type of energy. Like he's on edge, type of waiting, but low key, like calm, but on edge. So I feel like he'll be talking more about the Pope came up too. So I don't know if he'll be talking about that, his opinions on that, and his allegations towards that. So let me give me a moment to see if I'm forgetting anything. If I remember something, I'll write it in the comments. But you guys also go ahead and let me know if you're interested in another part. Um, Go ahead and let me know what questions you want to ask. Now, let me see. I was also seeing that he definitely seen a lot of things. Again, I feel like that attributes to him seeing people, he in his, however he was grown up, he grew up, he seen a man and a woman, or he could have seen the opposite, but he seen something that contradicted that. So, and again, I believe he's seen a lot of stuff. And it could have been some stuff towards him as well, is what I'm seeing. And I believe that's how, if there is a drug and a drinking addiction, then it started there. Again, it made me feel like somebody's drugging somebody. Um, what else for Orlando Brown? What else was it? Okay, he could be speaking again about he might be saying it's two more people or something about two people. It could be outside of that situation he just went through. So also with that waiting energy, I don't know if he's constricted or confined in some way, like if he's still in jail or if he like on an ankle monitor or he can't leave town or something like that. Um, but yeah, he could be saying something about two people. He could be saying two people going, get out of here, or he could be also saying that they wanted to break him down or get him under control or something with the taking away of his job, if that's true, and also him being arrested. So he could be feeling like this is a setup. Um, but I think I see him. Sorry, my dog's asleep, and I'm about to get off here. But I kind of see him going back to this person, but it could be over for real. So yeah, go ahead and write y'all questions in there. And I am sorry, y'all. I got to remember to turn the Bluetooth off. So I am going to do another part within a day or two. So y'all let me know.